Welcome to Lily Artist English. In this video, I will show you lining painting. Before starting painting, I will show you how you can draw the design. So here I am drawing a Buddha painting, Buddha style design. You can watch the video carefully and learn how you can draw by yourself. So this is my first flower. I'm drawing directly on a fabric with the help of pencil, but if you're not that much confident about your drawing, you have to first draw on a paper, then transfer it on a tracing paper, and then trace the design on the fabric with the help of carbon paper or kerosene. I have shown you how you can trace the design on cloth in previous video, so make sure to watch that video if you don't know how to trace the design. Here you have to keep in mind that if you are drawing with a pencil and thinking that if there is any mistake you can easily wash it off, so the pencil mark is not going to be washed off easily, so don't do that mistake. Okay, after drawing flower, here I'm adding leaves. So you can see that I'm adding leaf in a different method. Okay, I'm drawing a different design, a unique style design, so I'm adding the leaf uniquely. Okay, just be patient and watch carefully that how this design will turn out. So in this method our design is completed. I will add some more leaf here and there to balance the design, and then we have finally a beautiful design. You can paint this design on dupatta, on sari, on suit, with whatever you want. Okay, now for painting this design I'm using a 4 number round brush, 1 number flat brush, and crimson 04, the red color. Okay, you can use a different brush also. If you don't have the same company brush, you can go with 2 number brush, the local one. And you can see that on the screen I'm showing you a design similar to this, but I have painted with the pink and purple color combination by filling it up with shading. You can watch that video too. I'm showing it here so that you can understand the difference between two techniques, dry shade and when we are painting the design with the filling and shading color. Okay, these are two different techniques. So in today's video I am going to explain you how you can paint a design by lining painting with dry shade. Okay, I already started outlining the flower. You have to outline the flower with very clean and neat lines. Okay, here are some of the points you have to take care of when you are painting with lining painting technique. So the first one is your line should be very smooth, clear and clean. There is no breakage in the line and not a rough line. You can understand the more clear and clean your line, the more beautiful your painting will be appear. After outlining the flower, here you can see that I started shading the flower. Okay, I am shading this flower with the help of flat brush. You can use 1 number flat brush here, but the trick of the dry shade is your brush shouldn't be very wet. You just have to dip your brush in the water and then clean it off with a piece of cloth you are using for cleaning the brush. Now your brush is good to go for shading. Then in the step 2 you have to take paint on the tip of the brush, the little bit paint, and start shading like that. Okay, so when you started shading with the color on the tip of the brush which is not wet, it will give you a dry shade like this. I have begun shading from the bottom and will leave the top lighter. You can see that we want the light shade at the top and the dark shade at the bottom. Now with the same method I am shading the third flower and also shading it from the bottom like that. And you have to take care of the direction of the shade. If you shade it in the direction the petal is drawn, it will look very beautiful, but if you just paint it or shade it in a straight line, it will not look beautiful. It will look very flat on the fabric. So try practice and practice again to correct your direction of the shading. Okay, now after painting the flower, here I'm using olive green color for the leaves. I'm using the same technique we used to draw the leaf for outlining. I will outline with a round brush to get a nice and clean lines. I wouldn't recommend a flat brush for outlining here. So stick with a round brush, and this is the round brush I showed you at the beginning of the video, okay? The same round brush I'm using here after cleaning the brush. While outlining the leaf, if you notice some break in the line, or there is some little bit color applied here, you can repeat the leaf so that it can turn beautiful and correct. Now you have to outline all the leaf with olive green color step by step, and make sure you don't make any mistake in the outlining, because you can't correct it because we are using dry shade here. So how we are going to cover it up? Okay, now after outlining, let the leaf set, and we will first make the pollen of the flower. So here I'm using maroon 14 and outlining in the zigzag line that is created here, and then a little bit of maroon in the center and rest of all part filling it with a red. After that we have to add some more detailing in the pollen, but we have to let it set. So we will get back to the leaves and start shedding it. While we shade our leaves, it will set on the fabric, then we will complete painting the pollen, okay? So these all are the trick and technique how you can manage your time while painting, and what you have to paint first and what you can paint the next. So after painting the pollen, I am here back with the flat brush and started shading the leaf with the dry shade, taking the paint on the tip of the brush, and take a little amount of paint on your tip of the brush, not too much, either it will get messy. You, if you want a dry shade, you have to have very minimum amount of paint on the brush. Now shading it from the bottom and on the top also, leaving the middle part empty so that it will look more beautiful and in the shape. Now watch video carefully and follow me throughout the video and paint it like that. After shedding the leaf, I will add some pollen in the center part. So stay tuned and watch the video completely so you can get all the detail and technique how you can paint with dry shade and lining painting. And wow, you can see how beautiful it turned out. Now we have to add a little detail in the center part. So I'm using yellow, golden yellow, okay? And 0 number or 1 number round brush here. You can add little lines like this. Follow me throughout the video and paint it like that. Draw a little line like this in the center part with golden yellow. You can see that these are the pollen of the flower. These detailing will enhance the beauty of your painting, okay? So make sure to add these detail in the flower. Now after adding the little lines, I am adding dot on the top of the lines, okay? And then adding the dots in the second flower also. By adding dot, it will turn out so real, okay? Now look at the pollen of the flower. It is looking very beautiful, and you have to follow all the steps throughout the video, outlining, then shedding, then pollen, to achieve this beautiful look. Now, by painting step by step, we have completed painting this design beautifully, and it is the complete look of the flower. You can see that the pollens, the outlining, the shade, everything works together and make it beautiful. So in this video, I have showed you how you can draw, how you can paint, how you can shade. Okay, so I hope you will like this video, and make sure to share it with your friends and family who are genuinely interested in fabric painting and wants to learn fabric painting in English. If you are new on this channel, make sure to subscribe. On this channel, you will get all about the fabric painting. This is all for today. See you soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Keep practicing. Bye bye.